Good morning. This is Robert Frank, and I'm here to talk about TrueNighted. And I want to also talk about what's taking off here, starting in the month of August, and that's our Take the Healthy Vita Challenge. Now, Healthy Vita is a vitamin, a mineral. It's a supplement. It's something that you take every day. And for those of us that believe in vitamins, so to speak, then this is an excellent product and you would be very happy with it. One of the things that I've discovered over the years that some people have asked me, um, why do you take vitamins? Well, I take them because I believe that they help. And some people have said to me, well, I don't take vitamins. I think it's just a waste of money, just pouring money down the drain. You shouldn't do that. And I have to let them know that, well, I suppose that's possible, but that's not what I believe. And here's basically kind of what I tell them. I'm going to use I'm just going to call it a scenario, say the liver and the kidneys as an example. Um, I've known people who have drank, ended up getting kidney disease or liver disease, and end up passing away. Now, the question that always comes to me is that uh, I believe that we all have what I call a, a clock. And that clock is tied to us from our genetics. And because it's tied to us from our genetics, if in your family tree, and I'm going to pick the age of 80 as an example, if in your family tree, most people live to be 80 years old, then there's a probability that because of the genetic background, you'll probably live to be 80 years old. But on the other hand, even though your genetic clock is set at 80, and again, as an example, uh, if you start drinking early in life and drink, and put a lot of alcohol in your system and kill your liver and your kidneys, then there's a probability that you may not live to be 80. You might die sooner, even though your genetic clock hasn't reached its term. Okay, now for me, that's the same with taking a supplement. Now, in my particular case, my genetic history is much higher than 80. But again, we'll stick with 80 as an example. Let's say I have a friend who never takes a supplement at all. But over the last 50, 60 years, I have. And it turns out that I get to say 40 years old and I'm healthy and I'm vibrant, just full of energy and doing all kinds of good things, have no complaints, and I'm happy. Whereas my friend who's never taken a supplement is 40 years old, but he's got some problems and he's slower than I am. He's been to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Well, you need to do something for your kidney. It's not looking very good, or you just need some help." And so, consequently, he goes to the doctor and gets some help. Now, he's taken nothing, and I've taken my supplement. Yet I feel better than he does, and there is no logical reason for it, genetically or otherwise, other than the fact that I've been taking it and he hasn't. Now he reaches 60. Now he's slowing down. Uh, he's having hard trouble uh, walking to the car. Yet, because I've been taking my supplement, I get up every morning and I walk 2 miles, and I feel great. And so the difference, I think, boils down to the quality of life that you want to live. And that's the way I see it. Now, at the age of 77, I know right now that I feel better, look better, and can do more than a lot of people can at 60. And I honestly believe it's because it's the quality of life. And the quality of life that I get from taking my supplements over the years has helped me reach that state. So it makes logical sense to me that one should be supplementing their diet, because it is a fact. Again, you can do studies that will show that we don't always get all the minerals and vitamins that we need each day in our food, and that even some doctors, not all doctors, but some doctors will tell you that maybe you should supplement your diet with vitamins or minerals or whatever the case may be. Um, now, I use, say, one vitamin that I take all the time because years ago, because of my drinking, my doctor told me that my body uh, just couldn't get enough vitamin B12. And so I listened to him. And so over the last 40 years or so, I've been taking vitamin B12. And I believe in the long term, it's been very helpful. Now, that I believe is great. Um, because even though I can't feel any change when I take vitamin 12, I know in the long term that by taking it, it actually does help. Therefore, I take it because I believe it helps me. Now at 77, I think it's probably helped quite a bit. So again, to me, it comes down to the quality of life that you really want to live in the long term. So I always, always, always suggest a food supplement, vitamin supplement, whatever one prefers to call it. You should be taking something. So that gets back to our Healthy Vita and the program that we are now having. And I always like to put this up so people can see it. They come in a little bit better so that you can actually, I guess my camera has to focus. I have a hard time adjusting it. But there's our challenge. It's to take the Healthy Vita challenge. Just take one, add Healthy Vita to your True Box, and then share it with a friend and have someone else do the same thing that you're doing, and basically teach them how to do the same thing they're doing. And if you do that with our company, which is Dr. Nico, the founder of the company, and I believe is extremely wonderful, great company. That's just my opinion, of course. That with this process, you can literally reach a point where you can make up to $12,000 a month in as short as a year, or maybe a little longer, depending on how good you are, maybe sooner. But this program, our Healthy Vita Challenge program, is an excellent program. I think it's well worth looking into. I think it's something that you could begin and enjoy doing and create an income for you as the years go by, and I think you discover that this is probably uh, one of the best things that have come along in a long, long time. Now, could you do this with other companies? Well, I suppose you could, but with TrueNighted, one reason I started with TrueNighted, I like their products, I like what they have. But the other reason that I started with TrueNighted was I discovered that they do something very other few companies that I'm aware of do, and they do pay down through their levels as far as 15 levels deep. And I find that really unusual. Uh, most companies will go 9 levels deep. There are a few, I believe, who go 12 levels deep. But in the case of TrueNighted goes 15 levels deep. Now, what does that necessarily mean to someone? Uh, Maybe not a whole hell of a lot, but in terms of building a large organization, which a lot of people out there can do, well, anybody can do it if they put their mind to it, is that if you get your calculator and you push the numbers and you push them just getting 2 people down to 15 levels, I think you might be shocked at how much money you could be making, not a year, but making each month. So that's a tremendous thing. Um, so uh, I always have my what I call my TrueNighted get-together meeting every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I guess that would be 10 Eastern Standard Time, or 11, I'm not sure. But of course, it would change according to where you live. I live in Nevada, and I'm under the Pacific Standard Time. So for me, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. For you, it could be 8, it could be 9, it could be 10. Uh, but I invite people to come join me here so that we can discuss the True United and the Healthy Vita challenge that we've created, and it's moving. It's what they call it's rocking. People are really getting excited about it, and I think that's fantastic. And I think you'll find that as time goes by, True United is going to become a household name. A lot of people are going to become familiar with it and understand it and know what it's all about. It's like anything in life. This company, Dr. Nico, started just a little over 2 years ago. And in that time, it has grown. And everybody within the company loves the company, loves Dr. Nico, loves what he's doing. And so this company, I believe, is going to be around for a long, long, long time. And it's just a question of those who get on early, so to speak, are going to have advantages over some that may come in later, but I don't think it makes much difference. As long as you work something, you're going to make money at it. So that's, I think, a very good thing. Um, I do know because I used to, how shall I say, do stocks and bonds, play the market just for the fun of it. Uh, and when I would look at different companies, the one thing that I did notice about most companies is the first couple of years they're kind of what I call flatline. They're growing, uh, they're they're moving up a little bit each month, not much, but a little bit, and they'll tend to what we call in the industry flatline for about 2 to 3 years. What's interesting though is after about the second or third year, uh, people become or hear about it and it starts moving on an upward trend. And when that happens, it generally goes up and it generally goes up fast. And that's just the nature of how the market works. And it's almost true with any business. Uh, it's also true that there are some businesses that will flatline, like I say, along that line. And at the end of 2 or 3 years, they'll either start up or in some cases, they can just bottom out and disappear. But in this case, I believe that TrueNited is a very good company. We have a tremendous offering that we offer people. And I personally believe that it's going to be moving up and up and up. And so I'm suggesting very strongly that if you believe in taking a supplement, then our uh, Healthy Vita supplement would be very, very good for you. And it would also be very good for you to create a unique and possibly a wonderful income for yourself over a long period of time. Um, that is something that I think most people will understand and know that that's very true with a lot of different companies. And it just happens that I'm with myself, I'm with TrueNited, and I like TrueNited, and I know it's going to grow. So, um, respectfully, so I just would like to simply invite you to take a look at our program. Go to the website, check it out. It's free to join, I might add. That's very important. It's free to join or free to register, however you prefer to say it. It doesn't cost you anything. There are no maintenance fees. There's no fees of any kind. Once you've registered with our company, then it would be like getting a card at Walmart or Sam's Club. Uh, you're now a member. Whether you use that membership is strictly up to you. Some people use them extensively. Some people use them once in a while. And there's some people who don't use them at all, which is just a very natural thing to happen. So in this sense, when you register or when you sign up, uh, it's kind of like, in my mind, it's kind of like a Sam's Club. You are now a member, and that's basically all you are. Um, whatever savings or whatever you do with your membership is strictly up to you, and that's going to vary from person to person. But anyway, I'm still inviting you to join our TrueNited group, enjoy the benefits of our True United platform and all the products that we have. Uh, the Healthy Vita is only one of many, many, many products that we do have. We're only suggesting the True uh, Healthy Vita because it's practical, it makes sense, and you can take just one product of this nature and uh, build on it and make a fortune. Uh, the other products that we do have, I consider like being on the gravy train. Um, I do take several of the other products because I like them and they benefit me and it helps me make money. But that's strictly up to each individual how they want to use their membership. And that's kind of like what I like to refer to it as, because in a sense, that's what it is. It's a membership to TrueNited, allowing you to buy our products for yourself and get a discount and make money on it, and then have other people join you and do exactly the same thing. And you know as well as I do, the more people that you have that join you, the more money you're going to make. And again, being able to go 15 levels deep is something that I find exciting. I really do, because if you build a business that large and you go 15 levels deep. I'm not even going to attempt to try to tell you just exactly how much money you could make with our company. I think you just need to push your calculator and figure it out for yourself. And I think you're going to be surprised exactly what you can do and what you can't do with this company. But again, uh, I'm looking at my clock to try to keep this as short to at least not more than 30 minutes and possibly less than 30 minutes. And so at this point, I think I've talked quite a bit. I think I've said quite a bit. And now it's up to you whether you think what TrueNinet is offering is worth its salt. And if you do, join us, become part of us, and become a member of the TrueNinet team. And I believe in my heart that you'll be glad you did. So with that, I'm just going to say thank you very much for listening to this. And I hope in the near future that you join me and join the True United program and become a member. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. You have a great and wonderful day. And thank you very much for taking a look at this. Bye bye.